hype me up, I gas me up, I hype me up, I gas me up, I hype me up, I gas me up. Take up space, sis. Got my room with this. Take up space, sis. I got my room with this. I'm a trip for this.
Mama, how many options you really got? I mean, there's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to school with them.
Okay, that was my little music break for Friday. Good morning, Soundcheck Annette. Good morning, Love Seen Her. Thank you, ladies, for joining me. That's right, Soundcheck Annette. Good morning, Love Key. Happy Friday, everyone. Make sure you all come in, hit that like button, please, and thank you. Please and thank you. How y'all feeling today? How are y'all feeling? Did y'all enjoy the holiday? I don't particularly celebrate 4th of July. But guess what? I did not have any kids yesterday. I did decide to work. I worked an earlier shift, so that's why I didn't come on. I worked from 7 to 4, and then the rest of the day, I just had me time. I did whatever I wanted to do. I didn't have my children. I felt good to just have some me time. So how did you all enjoy your 4th? Did you all enjoy it? Did you have a good time? Did you all get some good food and family time? My family, you know, they had a cookout and everything. I didn't go because my kids were there. My kids were there, and I just took that time to have some me time. So I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed my me time. Love Key says she is on vacation. Where are you, Love? Everybody's on vacation. Alf Mac, it's her birthday today. I don't know if Alf Mac will be popping in, but it is her birthday. If everybody that's in the chat could drop down and tell Alf Mac happy birthday. Maybe she'll catch the replay if she does not come in, but we're sending you happy birthday, love. She's on vacation as well. So you beauties, enjoy your vacation. Ain't nothing like a good old vacation. I love being by the water when I go on vacation. So you ladies enjoy yourself, and happy birthday to Alf Mac. It's Friday. Cheers to the freaking weekend. I got to work tomorrow. So this is not a typical weekend for me, but I have, yes, y'all show Alf Mac some love. Happy birthday, Alf Mac, or Alf Mizzle, as I like to call her. Happy birthday. Sending you lots of birthday love. So what's been going on, guys? What have you all been doing? Usually on Fridays, I do a giveaway. I do my giveaways on Friday, but today I have decided to reserve the giveaway. I used to do a $15 giveaway, $10 or $15. Last week I did $15. This week I have decided to reserve the giveaway for Alf Mac since it's her birthday. Again, if she comes in, or she pops in the chat, if she decides to drop her Cash App, I will reserve the Cash App, the giveaway today for her birthday. Since it's her birthday, I may still do a trivia question and, give a $10 giveaway to somebody. We will see. Stick around. We will see. Love Seeing Her says she finally watched Bad Boys 3. So she could see the 4th one. I also watched the new Axel Foley movie. Okay, so I started the Axel Foley movie and I got sleepy because I had finished watching the last 2 episodes of Supercell. So after that went off, I was talking to my kids, and then I put on the new Axel Foley movie, and I went to sleep. How was it, Love Seeing Her? Did you like it? Good morning, Toot Latrice. Good morning. I didn't get to finish it, but I'll finish it sometime this weekend. And I'm going to try to go see Bad Boys this weekend, too. I wanted to go see it yesterday, but I was just enjoying my me time, so I didn't get to go see it. So again, it's Alpha Mac's birthday. The giveaway will be going to Alpha Mac. If she drops down in the comments, if we get to see her. Y'all haven't watched the Axel Foley movie yet? I haven't seen it either. Love seeing her. Did you like it? How was it? Was it good? It was good. Okay, it was good. My grandma used to have all the Beverly Hills Cop movies. So that just reminds me of my grandmother. She kept all the VHSs of Beverly Hills Cop. So I'm definitely going to get to watch it, pretty soon. So anyway, let's get into it. Let's get started. It's Friday. It's Friday. Cheers to the freaking weekend. I hope that you all have a beautiful weekend plan. I'm hating on Love Key. Love Key is on vacation, honey. I need to be on somebody's vacation myself. But soon come. Enjoy your vacation, Love Key. Again, happy birthday, Alf Mac. She's on her birthday vacation. It was funny and classic Eddie Murphy. Okay. So maybe I'll watch that tonight. Maybe I'll finish watching it tonight. I started it and I didn't really get past maybe the first 20 minutes. So I think I'll finish, try to start over and finish it tonight. Love Seeing Her says, I need a vacation too, child. Ain't nothing like a good vacation. I think we all need a vacation. I love going to Florida. It's so much to do. Like with my kids, I like going to Florida. It's so much to do in Florida. The water is so beautiful. It's so many activities. We last time we went, we did helicopter rides. It's just so much to do. So much to do with the kids in Florida. So that will probably be my next vacation. So anyway, let's get into these hot topics. We're 7 minutes in. Let's get started. Let's get into it. I just took the day off to rest yesterday, you guys, because I did work earlier. So I did not come on. And I've been trying to limit my YouTube time. Have you all been taking care of your mental health? I hope that you all have been taking care of your mental health. I've been unplugging a lot more off YouTube because y'all, I be in these YouTube street heavy sometimes. And so, I'm just exploring other things. These YouTube streets have been heavy for the last couple of days. So I have just been unplugging and doing other things that I like, but we're back into it. So let's get into the TGIF. Claudia Jordan, Armand Wiggins, and Al Reynolds. Their show on Fox Soul has officially been canceled. And y'all, let me tell you, I had the official cancellation announcement from Claudia's page. She made the announcement like the day after she did the good morning, Carmen. She did the announcement. She made the announcement like the day you stayed off mostly yesterday. Yeah, love seeing her. I've been trying to unplug a little bit more. But she made the announcement the day after she did the Carlos King interview. Now, you all, I initially screenshot like the post that she did, the announcement that she made. Y'all, did y'all see the comments? Claudia was going in under the comments. She has since deleted it. I brought her page up this morning. She has since deleted the post, but baby, Claudia was feeling some type of way and she was responding in the comments. And clearly, I'm just going to do like a recap of the interview she did with Carlos King. I chose not to use sound bites because I know the network specialist came in my chat and she said that Tasha K was striking people for using her sound bites. And initially, I was going to use her sound bites. And I'm sure Carlos King is not striking because I've seen the content all over YouTube, but I'm just going to do a synopsis. I'm just going to play it a little safe over here. I'm so close to reaching my goal and I don't want anything to deter me from reaching my goal. So I'm just going to give you all a synopsis without the sound bites. I hope that that's okay with you all. Soundchecknet says, yes, I've been unplugging from YouTube more frequently. Yes, it's okay to miss something sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we want to miss something. We don't want to miss anything. We kind of want to be here and there. But I've been unplugging. And, I told you I don't watch a lot of TV, but I'm starting to try and catch up on some shows. You all put some shows in my chat. Y'all put your Honor in there. You put Savage Beauty. So I plan on this weekend. Like I said, I'm going to try to make some time to watch at least one episode of those. Hopefully they catch my attention and we can talk about it. We can have a discussion topic on it, but I'm trying to get back into a little bit more TV. But yes, it's okay to unplug from YouTube. It's okay to not be everywhere all the time. And just start doing stuff. I've been walking a lot more. I told y'all before I like manifestation videos. I've been watching a lot of more manifestation videos, and I'm very interested in the trials. So, hey, it's Tay T. Where has my girl been? Where have you been? Twin, where have you been? It's Tay T. It's good to see you. I'm down and under, not quite well, but hello to everyone. I'm in the bushes. Oh, we're sending you love. It's Tay T. Everybody, if you could just put some hearts in the chat for It's Tay T. She's not feeling well. I have been calling out for you. I don't know where you have been, but it's good to see that you popped in. We're sending you healing energy, and I hope that you get well soon. But thanks for popping in and saying hi. We appreciate you. So everybody send some little hearts over to It's Tay T so that she will get well soon. Hoping that you feel better. We love you over here, and you have been missed. Okay, you have thoroughly been missed in the chat. So let's get into it with Claudia Jordan. So I watched the entire interview. It took me a while because Carlos King is not the most favorable person for me. But I did think that he did a good interview with Claudia Jordan. I did not realize that Claudia Jordan and Carlos King had such a good relationship. I didn't realize they had a friendship. I didn't realize that they were, good, but they apparently have this good friendship. So they spent a lot of time talking about that. Carlos was saying how he's spoken to both Claudia and Funky Dineva prior to, with his exit, and he's never heard them speak bad about each other. Well, anyway, so the interview opens up. Claudia is basically speaking about her tenure with Fox Soul, how she started out with her own show during the pandemic. She was given her own show, and there was an exec over at Fox Soul that she was close with. They gave her own show, and during one of those shows, she had what was the show called? Cocktails with the Queens. She had each of those ladies on. It was just like supposed to be a one night special on that show. And they had such a good time. I see you all sending love to It's Tay T. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all for sending love and letting her know that she is missed. And we're praying for a speedy recovery, as Soundcheck Annette says. So anyway, Claudia had her own show, and then she did this one night special with the ladies that were on the Cocktails with Queens. Okay, once she did that one night special, she went to that same exec that she had built this relationship with and asked, could he make this a show? She was willing to give up her show in order to bring this show on. So that's how Cocktails with Queens came about. And she said she had this great relationship with this executive producer. Turns out the guy ended up leaving Fox Soul. And when he left Fox Soul, Claudia gets into how it became difficult for her over at Fox Soul because she had created these shows. She had created Cocktails with Queen. I think by this time TGIF had came about. But she made a very good point. And I think this is something like with Melody. You know how you create a show, you're kind of the driving force behind the show. But she said she did not get the IEP, which is like she didn't get the producing credits, and she didn't handle her business on as far as getting like the producing credits and as far as getting the producing credits and getting just making the show her own, where she could make some executive decisions. She kind of gave it over to that producer, and when she did that and he left the show, she had no creative control. She had no say so. She had a great relationship with him, but when he left and she never got her business acumen right with that show, she had no creative control. So she talks about how Fox Soul, then when the Cocktails with Queens, how, those were stars on that show. They had Vivica Fox, Selena Johnson, and who was the other person? Vivica Fox, Selena Johnson. It's like I'm missing somebody. I think they were getting paid a pretty penny. So when Fox Soul was deciding which shows to cut, of course they cut Cocktails with Queen because it was expensive to keep producing due to the salary that they were paying those women, which was well deserved because those are established women in the industry. So she goes on to say, you thought cocktails was queen. Oh, Lisa Ray. Thank you, Love Key. See, I love my co-hosts. Y'all always help me out when I be over here struggling with people's names. I thought it was cocktails. You thought cocktails was what Queens was good. Okay, so she loved the show. Like I said, she gave up her own show to do Cocktails with Queens. But once that executive left and she didn't handle her business on that end, she couldn't save the show. They decided to cut the show for financial purposes because they were spending a lot of money keeping those women on with their salaries. So then she gets, TGIF moves from one night a week and it was $1,000 per episode. So they were getting paid $1,000 per hour, basically, to 5 nights a week. So they were making $5,000 a week for an hour work. So 5 hours, $5,000 a week. Okay, so then here comes the drama. And this is just my personal opinion from listening to YouTube, from my own synopsis of these people. I don't like Al Reynolds. I think I've told y'all that before when I covered this before. I'm not a fan of Al Reynolds. I think that Al Reynolds is misogynistic. There are a lot of men that simply do not like women. There are a lot of men that I think that really don't like women, but they, they don't like women, but I don't know how to describe it. They're in female spaces and they'll talk about women, but they really don't have the black woman's interest, the black woman's best interest. So I just think Al was not Al plus the Funky Dineva combination. I don't think that they were a good combination with Claudia Jordan because it was too kind of Funky gives me the vibes that he doesn't like black women either. Funky gives me the vibes of and a lot of times people are their sexual orientation before they're black. Like you're a black person and your sexual orientation may be, you may identify as homosexual, but what happened to being a black man first? That's just your sexual orientation. And a lot of people put their sexual orientation ahead of who they are as people. Sound checking that says, I agree with you. I'm not fond of Al Reynolds either. And you said, Love Key said she don't like Funky Dineva either. Yeah, I don't like Funky Dineva. He's not my cup of tea. Funky Dineva tends to degrade black women, and black women are some of his biggest supporters. But we all know that there are black women out there that are just male identified that take, and I've talked about this on my show several times, they take the word of a man and they identify with men faster than they will have the conversation with women and agree with a woman. It's just that way. That's why a lot of these gay men are so popular, no matter how they talk about the black woman, no matter how they degrade the black woman, no matter how they talk about the black woman. They're so popular because there's so many women that identify with men just over women. They want the acceptance of men. They want the love from the men. They want they want to appeal to the man. So the black woman is just kind of left out there to dry. Sound check. Hey, Solo, Soul Star Music Lover. Good morning. I'm talking about Solo. Good morning, Soul Star Music Lover. You're off today. Okay, so we got some people that's off today. We got some people that's on vacation. Again, it's Alphabet's birthday. Y'all doing it up. I'm jealous because I worked yesterday and I got to work today. But yeah, so I think that a lot of women just identify with men and they're going to support those men in whatever endeavors that they do. So I think listening to Claudia, I honestly think the two guys, if you listen to the interview, Al and Funky, you could tell because right when Al was upset with the roast that Armand gave him, the first thing that he does is call Funky Dineva live on air and, expresses the fact that he's upset. And I just think that those two males, they identified with each other. They became friends and Claudia was kind of the odd man out. Even though she started the show, she helped give them the opportunity. I think that she was just the odd man out and they built a relationship. And anytime they did something, they would kind of stick together and Claudia was just the odd man out. I do think that Funky, she did give Funky his props of Funky was willing to work things out with her a lot more. He was pushing the show. But Funky wanted more money. Funky felt like he was, they were putting a lot into the show. They were getting the ratings, and he went after more money. And Fox Soul did not pay him, nor did they chase him once he left. And Claudia felt like Fox Soul should have went after Funky and gave him the money that he was asking for. So I think the demise of Fox Soul and TGIF relationship honestly came when Funky Dineva leaving. Funky Dineva has even though I don't like him, I don't care for Funky Dineva, he has a very strong following. He is very popular. A lot of people listen to him. A lot of people, love his commentary. He was really popular, especially with YouTube. Being that it was a stream, a show that they streamed, Funky Dineva has a huge YouTube following. And I think that when Fox Soul let him go and didn't pay him the extra money, each person was getting $250K a year. When they didn't give him his money, I feel like that was the demise of the show. And Fox Soul just was not able to survive after that. Armand Wiggins comes on. Claudia talks about how she had difficulty with Armand when he first came on, because he was told not to get close to Claudia. She didn't say who told him that, but she did say that they had difficulties, and they finally got on the phone and spoke to each other. They realized that they really never had an issue with each other, and they began to build some chemistry. She was stating how Al didn't like that, and then the roast came about. And I think the roast was just a roast that broke the camel's back. I think they were already in trouble, and there was no saving the show after that. Claudia talks about how she feels like Al hated her, but she doesn't understand how people hate her so much and make her the villain when she has created these opportunities for them. And she was talking about how she constantly puts people on and they turn on her. And Al gives me very much teacher's pet. Al gives me very much, I'm going to go tell the boss. If I don't like something, I'm running to the boss. Black people have this issue where when we're working together, we're trying to cultivate something. Instead of sticking together, one person will always get the ego and try to overtake the show, or try to, keep. Al seems to have, once that exec left and Claudia lost that acronym she had with that exec, it's like Al created these relationships with the execs, and he had kind of that number one spot, but Claudia kind of created the atmosphere. So I think they were kind of battling. It was a power struggle. And I just don't think it works. I don't think that you can have a show, honestly, as a Black woman. I think the issue came, and I don't want to make this an issue because, like I said, I love homosexuals. I have homosexuals in my family. I have homosexual friends, but a lot of people wear their sexuality on their sleeve before they're a person. You are a person outside of your sexuality. I'm straight, but because I'm straight does not mean that I have to wear my sexuality on my sleeve. I'm human. I'm who I am. First, I'm a Black woman. You know what I mean? I have the plight of being a Black woman. I have the plight of being a woman. I have, I'm a mother. I'm so many things before I'm just my sexuality. Love Key says she's so glad I listened to the interview. She cannot stand Carlos's voice. He annoys me. He annoys me too. And it was some parts of the interview where I felt like he was hinting at certain things, but I'm not going to put things in people's mouths. But it was a good interview, though. I did enjoy the interview. I thought she got to speak out. It made me look at her in a different light. And I do think that she expressed herself. And I do think I can understand some things she is saying. Sometimes when you express yourself, sometimes you put people on and sometimes they turn their backs on you. And that's a hard pill to swallow. But it was a really good interview, y'all. If y'all haven't had time, I know a lot of y'all are not favorable of Carlos. Neither am I. I've done videos and talked about it. But I went over there to hear what Claudia had to say. I did meet her at Mimosas with Melody. She was very pleasant. And I just think the demise of the show, I think it was inevitable. Especially after she did that interview and the next day they officially canceled the show. I really don't think it was any coming back after all of the things that have been said on social media. And Claudia in the interview stated that she feels like Al hates her. There's really no coming back from that. I don't know how. Now I'm a professional. For my $5,000 for only 5 hours of work, baby, I'm going to get up there and do what I got to do. And we ain't got to talk after the show airs. But a lot of people wear their emotions on their sleeves and the chemistry has to show. So the chemistry is not coming across on the screen. I can get it. But I think they should have put their ego to the side and tried to rebuild the show. But I just think that Claudia's and Al's relationship, I think it was irreversible damage. She said that she feels like he hates her, and I just don't think that they could move forward from that. So I wish each person the best in their endeavors. Again, I'm not a fan of, I think that Al and Funky Dineva show a lot of misogyny. I don't think that they have Black women's interests, the best interest. They go in on a lot of Black women, but they put a cape on when it comes to a man. They don't call out men a lot. They cape for men, but they go so hard on Black women. And that's why I want to transition into the story of Columbus Short. Love Key is that stuff rattling in his throat. Get a cleanse already. But and I just want to talk about the Black man and the Black woman. Why is there such a disconnect? There's such a disconnect. We're such in the era of these podcasts pitting Black men and Black women against each other. And, I just don't understand it. And before I get into Columbus Short, I did want to touch on something. And I'm going to say my piece and I'm going to leave it here. When the news of Kiki passing first broke, I told y'all that it was just really hard for me, and I was starting to evaluate some things, and I just think the show is too dark and too toxic. So I will be moving away from that content. I never wanted to cover it anyway, but a lot of people just knew me from different panels or speaking on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and that's kind of the sector I'm in, and that's the sector I'm used to. Good morning, network specialists. But I will be moving away from that. I just made a decision. I think it's very toxic. Maybe in conversational pieces, I will talk about it conversationally, but I think it's very toxic. I also want you all to know, like I said, it's okay to unplug sometimes. And I do want to say this. Everybody, we are all humans and we all have our opinions. I do think that sometimes in certain situations, your opinion is not needed. Pray for people. If you can't say a genuine prayer for somebody, if you can't say a genuine prayer for that family, then leave it alone. Every time, you do not always have to speak on every single situation that comes up with this family and what they're going through. The biggest issue right now is that a life is gone. Regardless of how that life is gone, regardless of if this story is real, this story is fake, a life is lost. Children are without a mother. A husband is without a wife. A mother is without her daughter. A father is without his daughter. A family is grieving. Sometimes we don't have to put our mouth on everything. I know this gossip sector and we get so drawn in and we feel like we want to comment on everything. But respect. I just want to respect these people on all sides in their privacy. God will deal with people and how they treated each other. God will deal with people are being convicted. They will have to deal with whatever they have to deal with. And if they don't, it's not, some stuff is just not for us to always put our mouth on. Some stuff is just not always for us to put our mouth on. If you can't send up genuine prayers, or if you're not sending anything to the family, like a financial donation, it's not always necessary to put your mouth on everything. A life is gone. And that is so serious. That is so final, and that is so serious. And I think, if anything, it should show us more kindness to each other. If anything, it should show us how to choose our words better for each other. If anything, it should show us to do a self-reflection instead of everybody pointing the fingers at this person, that person, pointing the fingers at who could have caused it. Yeah, a lot of people did a lot of stuff wrong, but sometimes it's best to do a self-reflection and keep your mouth off of certain things. Like everybody's going to have their opinion at this point in time, because I hate when I do this. Everybody's going to have their opinion at this point in time because the main person that can speak on her feelings is gone. So now we're relying on everybody else's opinions of a situation. We don't know how forgiving Kiki's heart might have been. We don't know what she would have accepted and what she would have rejected, because people are at high emotions, as we are naturally going to be if something tragic like this happens. People's emotions are high. People's frustrations are high. People are they're dealing with their emotions. They're trying to process their emotions with such a finality in their life, with such a change in their life. So emotions are going to be high. Tensions are going to rise, especially where there was already dysfunction. It was already dysfunction. So people getting on YouTube acting like they're on these high horses, acting like they don't have dysfunction in their own family. Maybe some people don't have a dysfunctional family. I do. I have dysfunction in my own family. So it's easy to get on here and start preaching and talking and pointing the fingers at everybody. And yes, again, a lot wrong has been done. A lot wrong has been said. A lot of emotions are flying. But respect that this woman. I was so glad to see that all these media outlets were showing Kiki love in her transition, and just sending her out properly without all the speculation. Now it's starting to get, I don't want to keep her, let her rest peacefully. That's all I'm saying. Just let her rest peacefully. Stop the this and that and these are responsible. Let her, if you respect her, truly respect her, let her rest peacefully. And that's it. And that's all I have to say on that. I will be stepping away from Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's very dark. It has gone way beyond the point of redemption. I feel like I just think the show needs to end. That's my personal opinion, whether it does or not. For my mental health, it was a lot. It's a lot. And I just think people have to respect. It has to come to a point where people are respectful of other people. Respect that she is no longer here. She can no longer speak. Look at the birthday girl, y'all. Not the birthday girl popped in. Not the birthday girl popped in. Good morning. Silence is golden. Love Key says, I know that's right. Love Key. Silence is golden sometimes. A good word. I have chosen to keep my opinions to myself and simply offer condolences and prayers. Love Key. That's the best you can do. Love Key. I just love y'all in this chat because y'all are on a different wavelength. That's the best we can do. Offer your condolences. Let's not fuel let's just not fuel any more of anything, because it's been enough. It's been enough. It's been enough. And yes, certain family members are coming out and speaking, and I'm not condemning them because these are their true feelings. They have lived it. They are speaking their truth, but we don't always have to make it worse. You know what I mean? And that's just all I'm saying. And that's just my spiel on it. I'm praying for the entire family, asking God to grant them peace, comfort, understanding, and healing. I know that's right. Sound checking that, Annette, because it's so unexpected. And, I have dysfunction in my family. I have family members that I don't speak to this day, but I do not wish that their life is no longer theirs to live. I do not wish an untimely passing. You know what I mean? Do I go in like certain people go in? No, but we're so quick to I just want people to just send positivity. Let's stop fueling the negativity. It's enough. It's enough. When will enough be enough? You know what I mean? When will enough be enough? Enough has to be enough at some point. It has to stop. Alfmatt, good morning in chat. I know the atmosphere is very dark and sad right now, but today is my birthday and I'm coming in with glitter confetti and blowing them out. Toot toot. Hey, yes, blow your horn. Since I talked about you at the beginning, I didn't know if you would pop in because it's your birthday. I would like to do the giveaway today, Alfmatt, if you're still in here. The giveaway today. If you are interested, I would like to send it to you. You can drop your Cash App, or you can send it to me privately on Instagram if you don't want to put it on here. But I was going to, instead of doing the Friday trivia question, it's your birthday. We if you go back up in the chat, we sent you happy birthday wishes earlier in the chat. If you would like to drop the birthday, drop a happy birthday to Alpha Mizzle, let her know that we are appreciative of her. We're thankful that she has revolved around the sun again, and happy birthday. I know that's right. We throwing glitter and confetti back with you. I was just giving that little spiel that I won't be covering any of that. We were talking about TGIF, and I was about to transition into Columbus Short. But yes, it's your birthday, and we're not gonna keep it gloomy on your birthday. Black folks have never acted up during times of their have never not acted up during times of the okay. I know that's right. Tree. Black folk cut a fool every time. I agree, Courtney. I stopped watching a few seasons ago. Yeah, it's a wrap. It's time to like wrap it up. It's a wrap. It's a wrap at this point. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So let's transition again. Happy birthday, Alf Mac. If you decide to drop your Cash App, I did want to gift you with the giveaway today, just to say happy birthday. I hope you're enjoying your birthday vacation. And yeah, good to see you. I'm glad that you popped up in here blowing your horn and your glitter and your confetti, because we throwing it right back with you, sis. Happy birthday. So yeah, so that was just my spiel on that. That was just that on that. That's just how I felt about that. Let's try to operate with a little bit more love. Let's try to like Love Key said, silence is golden. Silence is golden. And sometimes you just got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. And that's that. So let's get into this next topic. My next topic was Columbus Short. Do you all and this is to the Black women in here, do you all date outside of your race, or are you exclusive to Black men? Do you only, to the married people when you were dating, did you only exclusively date Black men, or have you been open to dating outside your race? Personally, I have only, and let me drop the link in case anybody wants to come up and talk. Y'all don't have to, because I know that everybody's at work. Everybody's usually doing their own thing, but I never really drop my link. I drop it. I probably dropped it 3 or 4 times going live, but it's just because I'm not really thinking about it. But are you all only exclusive to Black men, or do you all decide to date outside of your race? So in high school, I went on a date with a white guy one time. I tried to date this white guy. I was probably about 17. We went on a date. He was only dating Black girls at this time. His dad is a preacher. He's since married. He's married to a white woman. I think he went through like his Malibu Most Wanted phase. But we went on a date, and I was just so uncomfortable. I don't know why. I felt like everybody was staring at us. I don't even know if people were staring at us. I was just uncomfortable because my own. I was young, my own thoughts, but I have never dated outside of my race since. I only exclusively date Black men. But do you all only exclusively date Black men, or do you all date outside of your race? Let me see. There we go. My comments was stuck for a minute. Okay, I'm just catching up on the comments because for some reason my comments were stuck. This show is too toxic. It's the toxic people. Yeah, the show is not toxic. It's the toxic people. Okay. Sending Alf Mac birthday love. I don't feel it's my place to give an opinion because she has a husband and kids. They need to be able to grieve in peace. I know that's right. Okay. It's your birthday. It's your birthday, girl. It's your birthday. Man, this is such a troubling time for the Jabbar family. My heart has been heavy for them as they adjust to their new reality. Peace to them as they prepare for her homegoing. I know that's right. Alf Mac. Happy birthday is going up. That's so sweet. Kicking it with Courtney, but please put the giveaway towards the channel's growth. Oh, well, thank you, Alf Mac. I did want to, I told you I was going to have you a little party. So if you catch the replay, we did begin with your birthday. And so I didn't know if you would pop in because it is your day. But just enjoy your Queen Day, Queen. This day is all about you. And I hope that you are surrounded with the utmost love and having the most grand day that you can have. Soulstar Music Lover says, I have never dated outside my race. I almost did once. Was it a white guy, Soulstar Music Lover, or was it like, what race were you interested in? Married now, have been for years. Met my husband in college. In high school, I've dated outside my race. I tried in high school, but I was I was very immature. I was very emotionally immature back then. And I couldn't. So, I had some experience, but if I was single now, I would date outside my race. Okay, so let me get into this Columbus Short. You guys stick with me because it's a few clips. He is being interviewed by a biracial woman. I will preface with that. He's being interviewed by a biracial woman. Columbus Short is married to an Armenian woman right now. Kim Kardashian and her sisters, they are half Armenian. If you don't know what that kind of aesthetic is. But he's married to an Armenian woman. And the interviewer begins to ask him what's the difference in dating outside of his race and dating Black women. And that's where this conversation begins. Again, stick with me because the stills, it's an interview. He's talking, so it will be a little bit of him talking about his experience. Let me share my screen. Let's see.
Because Columbus has a beautiful wife. She's Armenian. She's freaking gorgeous, drop dead, and sweet, pure energy as well. And so I just want to know, like, what is the difference between being with Black women and being with... I'm putting you on a serious blast right now, and I know it's going to be crazy. Do you feel like in the media today, there's a lot of demasculating of Black men?
Absolutely. Okay. We're going to get there. I'm going. Okay. I'm going. We're jumping my time machine. We're about to jump in the DeLorean and gun it to 88. Okay. So we just went through 1886. Now we're in 1921 or 1916. Where you're seeing these people are moving. Then let's get to the 50s, where the 60s, the 70s, where now crack is brought in. How many Black men in New York, from Oakland to New York and everywhere in between, men were not in the home. So now,
what is the difference between being with a woman? Because Columbus has a beautiful wife. She's Armenian. She's freaking gorgeous, drop dead, and sweet.
Into the 2000s, and these women are Black women were raised by single mothers, absentee fathers that are either incarcerated, dead, or just gone.
Talk about
that their mama said, you don't need no man. You can do it by yourself. So that energy,
this is giving me chills.
That energy comes into the home. They're not, what you talking about? Unless you giving me this.
Hold on, I just had to pause it. Why is she so giddy, you guys? Why is this fueling her like that? But let me keep going.
Doing this, doing that. There's no respect of the man, the Black man, in that by Black women. And I'm not, Black women, do not be mad at me.
They're gonna be mad.
I'm not talking about all of y'all. I'm saying
they're gonna be mad.
There's a majority of you guys that were that was raised without a father, so you have no respect for that. So what's the difference?
Okay.
Well,
let me say this really quick, because I know my fan base, and I know these people.
Ooh,
and they're going to drag the out of you.
I'm down.
And me.
I'm down.
And me.
I've already been dragged.
So I'm going to say this, though. Because this is what they'll say.
I'm about to get dragged.
No, you're not. But you will. On my platform, I don't know if you see the comments, boy. But let me say this, though. I get dragged every day. It's okay. Now, what I will say is they're about to tell me I'm trying to be white because my hair is blonde in a minute. So, but I'm going to say this, because this is what the Black woman will say. Don't you blame the man, though, for being an absent father? They made Black women this way. That's what they're going to say. So I want you to answer that.
Let me talk about it being a man. I'm going to answer all your questions. Okay. So let me talk about being a man. Our men, Black men, find ourselves in being able to provide and being able to protect. When we are denied the ability to provide, we feel less than. When we are denied the ability to protect, do you know what they used to do? They used to make families. We're gonna go deep. I'm down.
And me.
I'm down.
And me.
I've already been. Take the man and have him being violated in front of the wife, the kids, by another man, and then thrown back into the family. And what is that woman? If you can't protect yourself from them men, how are we supposed to trust you how to protect us? So that started this. Now let's get to it. What is it about? There's cultural things. You're Persian. Yeah. So that Persian side, that Armenian side, that Mexican side, that Asian, Korean, Japanese, that other side is where, culturally, those women were not, those women were taught to hold down
and be very subservient and submissive to their men.
It's more than subservience. don't get it twisted. I know you know how to cuss a thorough man, cuss a man out thoroughly, and but as soon as you cussing him, take him out, you still making dinner, you still washing his clothes, you still cleaning the house. And you're not doing that with, this is my job. That's just what you were trained to do. And I think that kind of training, how you want to ride in a Bugatti, how you want to go on a yacht, but you don't know how to wash your own clothes. You don't know how to vacuum. You don't know how to you don't know how to cook, girl. You don't even know how to cook. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's all black women. I'm just saying, let's get down to it.
Ooh, I'm
in trouble.
We are about to be in trouble.
You still making dinner. I mean, you want, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Hey, who gonna put the money on your books? I put the money on. No, you can go to jail. Take your black ass motherfucker for you. So have some, it's a different energy. It's not like maybe, thank you for your criticism. Thank you for your honest, constructive criticism. And, we can get it better. Or cook it for yourself.
Yeah.
You want a cup of noodle? You want some ramen? Somebody else come cook this ramen you want. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Hey, who gonna...
Okay, so that was, that was his spiel. Good morning, Braylon Lee. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. You all, we're going to go on tour later with Braylon. I got to catch Braylon's live, y'all. Braylon, what time will you be live today? Because I get busy at work. I've been busy at work lately, but I'm going to try to come over there, Lord. I am. Let me start back with my comments. Alf Max said, I'm exclusively attracted to black men and married one. I will only date Jason Momoa or Brad Pitt, pre-Angelina Jolie. Baby, I like Jason Momoa and Matthew McConaughey. Those are my type of white guys. But I don't really have a lot of white guys that I'm attracted to. I really never, I'm really not really... I don't really look at white men like that, but I can go with Jason Momoa and Matthew McConaughey. They are really fine to me. Let's see. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. But he fails to say that he was AB using his black wife. Yeah, they'll mention that part. They're gonna cut that part out. Love seeing her. What so off basis? My mom never told us that. The lies exactly. So sorry, music lover. Hey, Braylon. Everybody show Braylon some love. I never was told that either at Soulstar. Let's see. Soulstar Music Lover says, why is he speaking on something he never experienced? Speak on now in your personal experience. Those women are no different. Delusional. He doesn't even make sense. Alf Max says, why did all that have to do with him being married to a non-black woman? Just say you preferred a non-black woman. He literally put the issue on black women and classified. Okay. Soulstar said that's BS. That's a BS as response. Made no sense. Yes. So this is my take on it. And I'm just going to put this. I think that we're in a period, all these podcasts, all of this, I think it's pitting black men and black women against each other when we are our best adversaries. We know each other. No one can love on us like we can love on us. We know the plight that each person experiences. And I wish that we had more platforms that spoke on black unity, black love. Some days I wake up, I'm so just thankful that I'm a black woman because our culture is so rich. Our history is so rich. Just our being it's amazing to be a black person. And I think that we're kind of in this era of the podcast, the man versus the woman. And it's never supposed to be the man versus the woman. It's always supposed to be the togetherness of us standing together, us holding each other's hands. And I just refuse to believe that theory. I'm a single parent, but I have never taught my children to hate the black man. I have a son. I'm raising a boy. I'm raising a man. I have never taught him, if anything, respect the black man. The black man's voice is, you are, heard, you are validated, you are loved. I just think they have this false misconception out there. And they, like, when he got to speaking in the black girl's voice, talking about ramen noodles, and like, what do you mean, sir? Who speaks to you in that manner? Is it your mother? Is it your sister? Like, who speaks to you in that manner? And why is ramen noodle the meal of choice when you're speaking of black women? Like, you went real low budget. you went real low and declassified Black women and demeaned Black women. And then my thing was the lady that he was speaking to, she was with it. It's like she was gung-ho for him. She's biracial, but she was so gung-ho for him, talking about Black women in such a disparaging way. Like she was encouraging it, like she felt validated, like it gave her some a crown of glory, or it gave her some type of like she just felt like she was just like he put other women on the pedestal. And I just refuse to believe that. Braylon, I don't know if you're still in here, but I just refuse to believe that's how all Black men, and you can comment if you like. I refuse to believe that's how all Black men view Black women. And again, Sound Check Annette says he has some unresolved issues. Yes, he was hurt somewhere. And this is coming from, as Love Seen Heard said earlier in the comments, this is coming from a man that has been abusive to women. He's had, abuse charges against Black women. So I don't know how valid he is, but it's just very disheartening that the time that we're in, where Black men feel like this is the conversation when it comes to Black women, this is the type of conversation that they want to lead with. And I just, as a biracial woman, having that type of a platform and promoting that type of banter, like, why the divisiveness? Why the divisiveness? And then that goes into like the colorism comments. A lot of lighter complexion, and this is nothing against lighter complexion. I have a light-skinned sister. I'm dark-skinned. I have to share some pictures of my sister. My sister would be considered like a red bone, and I'm dark-skinned. We never had those issues because honestly, my mom did a good job in making us both feel beautiful. She never made me feel like my complexion was an issue. So I never had that type of, that was never instilled in me. I think she was very aware of the color differences. My mom is lighter. She calls herself brown, but my mom is lighter. She's a lighter brown. She's not a darker brown skinned woman. I just think, I thank her for doing that with me and my sister. I never felt any type of way, but I do. My sister's kids are half Panamanian, so they're very fair skinned. My sister's already light skinned, and, her kids are half Panamanian. They're very fair skinned. Myself and my ex are, he's dark skinned. My son is brown. My daughter is dark skinned. So I just know I used to go out places and people would always compliment my nieces, and like me and my sister have a child. My daughter is 6 months older than my niece. So they're the same age. They would always compliment her kids, oh, they're so pretty. And they would just ignore my daughter. So I know that I have to teach my daughter certain things. Her beauty is not in her complexion. Certain people, beauty standards are different. That's why I tell y'all all the time on here. Even when we were talking about the Love and Marriage Huntsville women, I told y'all that I think everybody is beautiful on that show. I don't think everybody's spirit is beautiful. I don't think everybody's personality is good. But to me, I don't go in on people's features because looks are subjective. Looks are subjective to whoever that person is and what you feel like looks good to you. So I never try to really honestly make fun of women's looks. Because I don't want Black women to feel like your nose is too wide, your skin is too dark, your lips are too full. Your eyes are too big. You're beautiful as you are. Alf Mac, exactly. Just say you prefer without stereotyping Black women. We are so fire. I wish all Black women knew their worth. I know that's right, Soul Star, because we are fire. I feel the ones who make those type of responses only do it to justify their choice of dating other ethnicities. Exactly, love key. Exactly. This heifer was putting on, he was all over the place. Made no sense. Baby, she was loving it, Soul Star. Love Seen Her says he just once again put a stereotype that had nothing to do with the strong Black beautiful woman. I know that's right. Nothing at all. Oh, so did he? I did not see. Love Seen Her. I did not see you try to come up here. I told you I ain't paying attention. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Can you hear me, Didi? Let me see, because you up here twice. Let me remove this one. Can you hear me? I don't know what is going on. It might have been me because let me add you back. I don't know what I did, Dee, but I didn't see you up here. But it looks like you're up here twice. I don't know what devices, but you may have to drop down and try again. I'm not sure what's happening. I did not see you waiting. I apologize. Love Key said, no other ethnicity such says such derogatory things about their female counterparts. Exactly. Exactly, love Key. So why do we go in on each other so bad when we're here to I don't know what's going on, Didi. Let me see. Let me remove you. Let me drop the link again and try again because I don't know what is going on with the you up here like 3 times. Good morning, Purple Unicorn. But yeah, I just think that I agree with Love Key. No other ethnicity goes in on each other like the Black men and the Black women with these podcasts. And like I said, the woman was so giddy in listening to him say such derogatory things. Can you hear Love, see her?
I'm here now. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you for joining me.
Okay. Look, this is a conversation that I'd like to talk about because I feel exactly like what you were saying.
Uh-huh.
And I have to tell you why.
Okay.
So from my experience, I'm the oldest of 6 kids. My the first 3 kids are very brown skinned, dark, and the last 3 kids are light.
Mm-hmm.
So when I grew up, I noticed without nobody saying it per se that I was not the pretty girl because when people would walk up, even though my sister is dark brown, she had really pretty long hair, and of course my younger sister is light. So people would just walk up and say, "Oh, how pretty they were," and they would just speak to me like, "Hello." So now, fast forward, I have my own daughter, and my daughter is biracial. She's adopted, and people, because of her hair, because of how she looked, when I'm with my nieces who are dark skinned by my light skinned sister, it's weird, but that's what it is. People will walk up to my daughter and say how beautiful she is, and oh, your hair and this, and it makes me cringe because I remember that as a child. So what I have taught my daughter is, you are a beautiful person, but they are beautiful too. And do not allow people to make you feel as though you're better because of your looks, because our looks can change at any time. And so I really feel strongly about that. So when people walk up to my nieces and my daughter, when I have them all together, I say, if somebody just say something to my daughter, I make sure I say, they are beautiful, aren't they? They all are beautiful.
I know that's
because that's powerful for children to know they are beautiful no matter what. They can't help the way they come into the world. And a lot of times as grown people, we are the ones that really put this in our children's heads. So I don't want to go off on a tangent because I feel really strongly about this comment, that conversation, and I can't stand Columbus Short because he is a BAN to me. But anyway, I just want to come up and say that and share that. I'm working, but I just needed to say it.
I think that was very beautiful, Love, seeing her. I appreciate you so much for coming up. I just think that's beautiful that you are instilling that in your daughter and your nieces. And I understand your story. Again, I have a light-skinned sister. Now, my mom did a great job of making me a confident woman, confident in my skin tone. My mom always told me I was pretty. She affirmed me a lot. I do tell you all the stories about, my struggles with my mom, but she was very good at affirming us and making me feel beautiful. But the world didn't. The world, when we got into the real world, as Love Seen Heard was saying, it's adults that a lot of time perpetuate these things with children. Like I see it with my daughter, when we go out with my nieces have one of them has like really silky hair. She's light skinned. And my daughter, they'll oftentimes be like, these two, the lighter two are so pretty, and then kind of like overlook my daughter. And so I wholeheartedly understand that. Love, seen, heard. I would love to finish this conversation. Y'all know I have to go. I have to get to work. But we will talk about colorism one day, and just colorism is it's a real thing. And I know a lot of complected women say that they have so much struggles because darker women come for them. And then, darker women, we have the colorism issue. So I would love to explore that conversation one day. And Love, Seen, Heard, I would love to hear your insights on that. So I appreciate you all. Soul Star Music Lover says, right, love key. I never understood that. How do you put down Black women when a Black woman gave you life? He's a whole clown. Exactly. It's sad that some people, your complexion and length of hair makes you pretty. Exactly. It comes from back in the day. It comes from slavery. It comes from, yes, Love, Seen, Heard. It comes from slavery. Them separating the light skinned people from going in the house, and then the field niggas, the darker skin staying outside. White people telling us our hair is nappy, or if somebody had a better grade of hair. It stems from all of that, and we have yet to transition from a lot of just what slavery, the burden that slavery left us with. You all have to give.
I know you got to go, Courtney, but I do want to say this one thing. What people don't realize and what they don't think about, it comes from slavery, yes. But what I think about slavery, yes, the light-skinned people was in the house, but they were still slaves no matter what. So we all were still the same. And that's what needs to be put out there more, that, yeah, they were allowed to be in the house, but they still were slaving. They still was not better.
Right.
When it comes to class or social issues or whatever the case may be, because they still was mistreated just the same as the ones outside. So, I mean, that's just what I want to leave with. This is a real heavy topic for me. So thank you, Courtney. I'm gonna get down because I know you got to go to work.
Thank you for coming up. I appreciate you. I haven't had you up in so long, so it was good to have you come up. I thank you for coming up, clicking the link. You are appreciated, Love, Seen, Heard, and we will, we'll follow up on this conversation. Of course, I have to go to work right now, but we can definitely talk about this more in depth another time. Thank you all for rocking with me, kicking it with me. I don't know why I keep saying rocking with me. Thank you all for kicking it with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Alf Mac. Oh, I got to give the giveaway. So let me do a question real quick. Last week I did what was my favorite movie. I told you all my favorite TV show. The first person that can drop my favorite TV show, I'll go ahead and do the giveaway. Anybody can tell me what my favorite TV show is. Anybody can tell me that's still in here, can tell me what my favorite TV show is. You will be the winner of this week's Cash App giveaway. And y'all got like a few seconds. Y'all got a few seconds to come up with this answer. Oh, thank you, Love Key. Because I have to get up out of here. Oh, you have a wonderful day as well. Alf Mizzle, enjoy your birthday, love. It's your birthday. It's your birthday, girl. I hope you feel like the queen that you are today, because you are one every day. But today you are just the empress, honey. You are everything. And I hope that you enjoy your day. You forgot, Love, Seen, Heard. Y'all forgot my favorite TV show. I might come on tomorrow and do the giveaway, because it doesn't look like anybody's going to win the giveaway today. If somebody thinks of it, then y'all can put it in the comments later. I can see the comments later, or put it in the not y'all forgot. Now, both of y'all, please hit the like button. Thank you all for joining me. I love y'all to pieces. Make sure that you all do something for yourself today. Take care of your mental health. Unplug when you need to. That is T said 227. That's it's T, you just pulled something out. No, it's not 227. Y'all go look on my community wall. I give y'all a hint. Go look on my community wall. And the first person, if you could drop it, even when I end this live, if you could drop it in the comments, I'll see it. And I'll let you know to send your Cash App. It's T to say, it's T popped out to say, say anything. I love y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. I gotta go for real because it's like 5 minutes after. Peace. Like I said, drop in the comments later. Drop in the comments later. I'll see it, and then you can send me your Cash App. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, thank you for kicking it with me.